This is one that I picked up. You know, this is one of those bands that I see something at a reasonable price that's in great shape, and I buy it. I'll have to check to see if I have another copy. Otherwise, this might be going to another um, VC member locally here, Josh. I know you said if you find a copy of Go 2, a US copy of Go 2 to pick it up. Well, I found a copy of Go 2, and I have to check to see if my copy of Go 2 is a US or a UK copy, because I might be keeping this. If not, I will offer it up to you, and I'll PM you the price and all that. It wasn't very much. The cover is in just great shape. It has the poster in it with it of the guys, along with, trying to be very careful with this, all the info in the back. And always my favorite part of this album, of course they changed this in later pressings of the album, but in the original UK and the original US pressing, you notice in the back right here there's a big section of the text missing. Well, I don't know if I'm doing this well or not, but you basically match that up. I can't see what I'm doing here, so I don't know if I'm matching it up or not. It's like, oh, there, it's like that. You kind of go like that, and then you go, it's like that. Anyway. So, and then you can read the rest of it. And, stop. This is on Virgin US. Again, it's like unplayed, which is beautiful. Virgin International label. Here's side one. And yeah, produced by John Leckie. All titles published by NYMPH Music. Blah 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 blah. 1978 Virgin Records. I thought it said US. Maybe this is a UK pressing. I have another UK pressing of this, and it's not this label. I could have sworn this was a US pressing. Maybe it's on the cover that it says it's US. I'm not sure. That's why I got to check my other copy of this and find out if this is something different other than what I have. I'm probably going to keep this. But Josh, if you're interested, I'll send you a message in case you don't watch this and let you know about it. And we'll arrange to get it to you. Being that you're in town, it'll just be what I paid for it plus tax, and obviously no shipping. It'll give us a reason to meet up and say hello to each other. Yeah, printed in USA. So the back says printed in USA right there. The only defect I can see on the covers is there's a little bit of, just a tiniest little bit of wear right there. Otherwise, corners are all sharp. This one's got a little bit of a ding here on this side, just slightly. It just got munched a little bit. But otherwise, it's a great, really great pressing of it. But I will fill you in. I think I've got a U.S. copy like this. I've got to check and see. But I will let you know. I'm fingers crossed I found one for you. So if not, I'm keeping it. Let's see. What's next? Trying not to make this a half hour. Oh, yeah. I picked this one up, even though it's the 7th volume, because you don't see these very often, and it was a reasonable price. And that's it's called Pictures in the Sky, Rubble, Part 7, Rubble compilation. It's very cool. I scratch my face behind the records, so you don't see me do it. That's on Band Cruiser Records. It's a great series. Has lots of really good psych punk on it. What's nice is that the inner sleeve is separate. Has a lot of information about the bands. Velvet Fog, Flying Machine, Glass Menagerie, Factimus, Cubus. On this side, they talk about the Primitives, Ivy League, Eric Grant and the Earwigs, Carnaby, the Epics, Orange Machine, The Martians Have Landed, Help. All kinds of ads and whatnot for all these bands when their albums came out. And what's also nice is whoever owned this last put it in its own little inner sleeve. And there's that Bam Caruso label. Very cool. Rubble 7, which means I now have to collect Rubbles 1 through 6, at least, if there isn't more Rubble after 7. I know they're out there, and it's just... I saw one recently that was relatively new, hadn't been opened, I don't think, but they were asked. It was like 20 to $25, and now I think it's gone. So kind of lost out on that, which is fine. I'll pick these up as I can find them used, and in this case, used means somebody bought it and didn't bother to play it, or played it once or twice, or played it very carefully because it looks brand new. So yeah, very cool to have this. Very happy. There's some things you see in a stack of records when you're looking through them, and you go, "That's for me." And the second thing you look at is the price, and you justify the price. This wasn't very expensive, like I said. It was much cheaper than if it had been a brand new recording. I'm gonna say that one for last. Although I got a couple other things too. This is something I've been looking for. Rob, you were talking. Rob Evilox, you were sent a message saying that you hoped some Grails fell into my hands, and well, they did. There's a couple that I had in my hands, but they weren't priced right. But even though this one was priced the same price, this is one I've been looking for in a decent copy, and that is Tones on Tail, Christian Says back with Twist, and more importantly, well, not more importantly than the music, but it adds to it that it's on blue vinyl, transparent blue vinyl, very fun. We all know music sounds better on colored vinyl. It's just I think that's a law of physics. I'm not sure. One of those laws you don't hear much about. It's a law of music physics. Music sounds better on colored vinyl. So, yeah, I was very happy to find this. Back with Twist. And I believe they have a red vinyl issue of a single for Pop, I think that's what it's for. I'm not sure. This is another pickup that I got yesterday, and just to add to my collection. I've been slowly trying to rebuild my Zepp collection, and so I found a good old Zepp 4, and I was happy to have this. It's in great shape. It's got a little tiny bit of wear on the edges and and not much on the seam. A little bit on the edges and whatnot, and a little bit on the inside. I think that a little dusting won't take care of. And the inner sleeve is in great shape. It's got a little split down here in the bottom. And what's unique about this, and Rob, Mr. Panix, this is where, if you're interested in this, I will let you have it for what I paid for it, plus tax and shipping. So it's just cost basically. You might want to add this to your collection, because this isn't just the regular, buy it in the store kind of edition. This is the RCA Music Club edition. It even says right here on the label, RCA Music Club edition. The vinyl is in, like near mint minus condition. It's in just great condition. I can't wait to put this on and give it a spin, give it a play, to listen to it. And it's easy to find. It's relatively easy to find this album. You can see that. You can see that there's like a split there, and I think there's a split on the bottom. But being that this is the RCA Music Club edition, Rob, that might be something you want to add to your collection if you don't have this version. I'd be more than happy to pass this along to you. Just for the cost and shipping. The only other thing about it is Leslie Sleed decided to put her name on the back, and I think she wrote it. She may have written it on the inner sleeve as well. So you have the Leslie edition of it. Yeah, she wrote her name on it here too as well. But still, this is the Record Club edition. Which, if you don't have this and it's something you want to add to your collection, it's yours. I'll PM you the price overall. And I'll just wait around for another copy to come by, and this is one that you could copies show up every once in a while, so it's not. But a Record Club edition doesn't show up every once in a while. So if you don't have a Record Club edition, I'm more than happy to pass this along to you. So I'll PM you the financials of it, but it's very affordable, I think. So that was Easy Street yesterday. Somebody sent me a message. Which I will not repeat in mixed company. I have friends that like to send me fun messages, like things I can't repeat. Uh, so Chris of Dixieland Farms kind of convinced me to go back and get something. He was showing the some a Elton John album that he got that he really liked, and it's quite possibly my favorite Elton John album. Just for nostalgic reasons, and it's "Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player." This is the same edition he got. It's a little wonky because it's flattened out here instead of being. I think I can fix it, but somehow the spine of the album got flattened to the back, so it's off kilter here. But the booklet's in great shape. It's still attached. Looks good. Everything is fine. Very cool. I used to have this album way back when. For whatever reason, it's in a CTI sleeve, but it's in great shape on the original black MCA label, which is nice. Yeah, when I saw you post about this, Chris, I decided to go back up and nab this. It was only $4, and now I've got it. I'm still looking for a UK copy of it, preferably a UK copy with the transparent vinyl. The original DJM releases, they look like black vinyl, but then you hold them up to a strong light source, like a light bulb or something, and you can actually see like a transparent purple through the vinyl, which is very cool. I've got one album of his like that in a 45, so I'd love to get an original of this album. Anyway, I think I've got the Japanese mini LP replica on CD of this. So, an original LP would be very nice. Oh, these I got at Easy Street last night. This one, I keep seeing this. And I keep seeing this at a reasonable price, like $4 or $5. I even saw a copy at Silver Bladders yesterday, and I just sort of went by it because it's a great album. It's a classic album. A friend of mine in Port Angeles, it's like one of his, I think he's going to be buried with this album probably, if not his Beatles collection and this album. And hopefully not for another 40 or 50 years. But anyway, it's to get to it. It's the Deja Vu album. I just see it everywhere. It's been popping up all over the place. Over the past year, I've seen it and seen it and seen it. And I've seen it for $5 or $6 in horrible shape. I've seen it for $10 in average shape. And then yesterday, I saw 2 copies of it for like $4 or $5. And so yesterday at Easy Street, I picked this copy up for $5. It's in great shape. The vinyl's in great shape. Everything is, it's absolutely perfect. It's got the textured cover. The paste over is slightly off balance there, but that's okay. It's a lot of great songs on it that I really like. I had this when it first came out when I was a kid. I listened to it over and over and over and over and over and over again. It was ingrained in my memory. I didn't even have to put the record on. I could just play it in my head, every note. But I love the album. It's great. It's a classic album. All the performers on here are just, doesn't get any better than this. However, if I never hear Teach Your Children Well one more time, it will be too soon. I've heard that song enough in one lifetime. It's a great song. I've just heard it enough. And I really didn't want to go back to this album, but I kept seeing it, and I said, fine, screw it. I'll buy it. Somebody wants me to have that album. I'll buy it. So I've got it. Yay. I can't wait to put it on, actually, and listen to it, because I always Almost Cut My Hair, I think, was my favorite song on the album. So running around through the 12-inch single pile, I found a very cool Style Council. Style Council being the rebirth of the Jam once they ended their reign of terror. Style Council, or Paul Weller started the Style Council. It's in great shape. It's got a number of very cool songs on it. It's a lot of live tracks, actually. So it's of Shout to the Top, The Lodgers, and then it's got, on the B-side, it's got Big Boss Groove, Move On Up, You're the Best Thing, and then a medley, Money Go Round, Soul Deep, Strength of Your Nature medley, which I think is live. All of side 2, I think, is live, which is very cool. This was in their 250. This was not in their single bin. This was in their, I like how they call it, 2 for $5 or $2.50 a piece. If they were $3 a piece and you got 2 for $5, that'd be one thing. You know, it doesn't make any sense for the sign to say 2 for $5 when they're $2.50 a piece anyway. Okay, whatever. I can do math, but it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, happy to get that. And also, since we're on the 12-inch kick here, this was nice. This was in their new release or new arrival bin. I didn't even know they'd made a 12-inch of this, but it's Elvis Costello's Tokyo Storm Warning, parts 1 and 2, which is very, very cool. I think I've got the 12-inch single of this. I'm pretty sure I do. What also makes it very cool is white vinyl on the Elvis Costello record label. Is that the Elvis Costello record label? Let's find out. I've always wondered about that. I can't remember what the label's called. It's what the label is called. I just recognize the logo. I just recognize the logo on the label. This logo right here. I never really remembered what it's actually called. So I'm showing my my lack of knowledge. Demon Records, yeah, that was Demon Records, but that logo stands for something else. And it might be EC Elvis Costello. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm looking at the label here. Da, 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 da. People out there screaming at it what it means. Ah, I can hear you now. I just can't hear you. But anyway, I've got a number of Elvis Costello albums with that logo on it. So anyway, this is very cool to have the white vinyl. Didn't know they'd release the 12-inch, let alone a white vinyl version of it. And let's see, I think that's getting me up to date. If it is, then we will call it quits here, and I will upload this video, and I will get myself down to the other Silver Platters records. Let me just check and see. I've got other things here I haven't shown, but I just want to see what else is here. Just want to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Oh, one other thing. I think I got this Thursday night or Wednesday night, and Mr. Dervin, I think this will have your interest. I'm sure you've got this, but it's I think Wednesday night, which started the weekend of vinyl buying. Devo's Are We Not Men? We Are Devo, original release, I believe. What's nice about it is I can't get it out of the record cover. That's what's nice about it. Nice sleeve. We all remember. It's Canadian pressing. And it's on very cool marbled vinyl. Actually, it's kind of ugly. Ugly, I said. But, you know, what are you going to do? It's like, what colors you got? Just throw them in. You know, anyway, it's still very cool. I didn't know this came out in a colored vinyl. Probably just the Canadian version that did that. And so, very happy to have that. Anyway, these over here. Having an avalanche of vinyl here. Can't win. Anyway, that's that. I will be back with more updates and let you know what I picked up this afternoon. Since there is one last thing here. Oh, got that. Yeah, some stuff I haven't shown, but anyway. Anyway, take care and talk to you soon. Bye.